It's 6 a.m. I think. So we had 4 hours of sleep, and we're off to Luke the painter with all of the gear for him to check out. So late night and an early morning, but we're on the road. So, Luke, say hello to people.
Yo, how's it going?
Reminiscing about all the work you've done for us so far.
Yeah, we've done a few.
4 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're our go-to painter. So I've got a frame for you.
Yeah.
We spoke about it. Cerakote is probably not an option because it needs to cure. And then I've got tins, so fender and a gas tank. And then I've got an exhaust that just needs blasting if you can do it, because it's stainless steel. I want to see if I can polish it after. And a sissy bar. So maybe you can have a look.
Yeah, no worries, yeah.
What I would do is I've got the frame there. You can sit this on the frame, and then it'll be like this. So get the logo.
Yeah, so it's running.
So it's running.
You want it running sort of like nice with the bottom of the tank and the angle on the frame.
If you have time to do like an oval, I don't want to. You're already. I'm putting a lot of work on your plate. Yeah, exactly. This is the frame. It's a hardtail frame, 6 up in the front. A shit ton of tabs, as you can see.
Yeah, you've been busy.
And this one will sit here. Like this.
Full mountain points.
Yeah, so you can kind of see that it's quite at a steep angle. So that would do that. I've got a seat that covers it from this line here all the way down to like roughly there. Yeah, so the seat is covering this all the way to here, cuts in here, cuts in there. So don't worry too much about these welds because these won't be seen. Yeah, so that's it.
So I've started welding my front light. That's going to plan. So Joe's just got back from the painters, and now in around an hour, the guy's going to go pick up my frame from powder coating. Once that's complete, I'm going to start on the tank because I need the frame back so I can rough out the tank. And I'm going to do that out of aluminium as well. I'm going to go for more of a cafe racer, classic bike tank, I think, rather than a big bulky peanut tank or a standard Harley tank. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm looking forward to doing it. And once that's done, I'll move on to the rear seat and fender.
Alrighty, so it is time to clean some stuff. The engine as much as I can, given that it's a used engine and it was in the container for a bit, and the transmission that I've got over there, so they can go in clean. May want to switch out the oil pump outer plate for a filter adapter, see if that works.
Going to Abbey Protective Coatings to pick the freshly... Oh shit, hold on, I forgot the wheels.
Oh shit.
Panda, forgot the wheels.
Can you take that pulley as well?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We're now off to Abbey Protective Coatings to drop the frame off that they've kindly powder coated for us, and drop a couple of wheels off and a sprocket so we can get those powder coated as well. So onwards and downwards, I feel. They're here, Abbey Protective Coatings, to see what they've done for us.
Hi, I'm Liam from Abbey Protective Coatings. So we do powder coat and blasting and wet spray. We've had this bike come in from these guys, so we've fully stripped it, powder coated it in a high gloss black. Real fast turnaround for them, obviously to help them with this build, get it done. They've also dropped off some wheels now for us to glass bead, ready to be polished. Should look good. Can't wait to see the finished bike. It's going to be awesome.
Half the frame. Nice. Looks brand new.
Yeah.
So we just got back from powder coat. George collected it very kindly and they've done a really good job. Nice and glossy, thick coat, it's all blended in nicely. Very happy with that. So the plan for the day is finish off my front light cowl, mock up the fuel tank on the new powder coated frame and also mount the oil bag. And also, if I've got time today, I'll give the engine a clean and prep it for paint.
Hey Tom, this is Joe. Hey. Yeah, thank you for reaching out. Yeah, as you know, we're doing that build off, and I've got a seat that needs a bit of cushioning and leather. All right, see you in 20 minutes. Good. So I just spoke to Tom from East County Customs. He's done a bunch of our seats. He knows we're doing the biker build off, and he said if he could help. Now I happen to have a seat that needs leather and some work done on it, so I'm not going to say no. And he does an amazing job. So he's local, he can come over and he can do a quick turnaround. So he'll be here in 20 minutes, so we'll see what he can do. The rails are a bit wider.
Okay. Are you going to have a nice sort of covering shroud to go over?
No, I was hoping maybe you could do a little bit of leather over this. Even if it's just for me to protect the paint.
If I just do a little rounded cover, hole through the centre of it, and it just...
Yeah, perfect.
So
that's
probably
maybe
about 2 inch
Yeah,
off the base.
yeah, probably.
It's a lot more fully flexible with what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, when you're using a chip foam, sometimes you'll get a large chunk fly off, and you've then got to rectify that.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to want a large lump before that
not a
tail
large
ends.
lump, no.
So you're probably going to want that down to sort of almost fading down to sort of
Double layer.
just half, probably about ½ inch.
Yeah. Actually, if you look at this seat, it's pretty identical to how I'd like to see that seat, except even the back end is good. I would just have it curve in a little bit more. Like this is a bit shallow here, I would have it come in a little deeper.
So it's a semi-aniline hide, and what will happen with that is that will actually
age and weather a
you
little.
can mark it, you can actually sort of with your nails, with your jeans, if you've got studs on them, bits and pieces like that, it's going to sort of take a bit of wear to it and give it a bit more character. So we've got some golds over here, so you've got...
That's a little too bright, so I would...
You probably go with a darker gold.
Yeah.
Old gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mini diamond stitching inside of that area. Gold diamonds.
Yeah.
Gold stitch, obviously we'll check that out.
Check the,
In with a border around the diamonds in gold, then the lower border of that panel in black.
Yeah. All right, good to go.
Brilliant, great seeing you again.
while the boys are messing around downstairs, I'm doing the proper work, keeping us all fed with a bit of chicken wings on the barbie.
Panda. Yeah. Are you? Could you do me a favor? Could you give me a small oil pan? Okay. Shallow one. So what are you going to do, Panda? You're going to go home and sulk?
No, I'm not going to go sulk, Joe. No, just going to relax, watch a bit of TV.
So you think that between now and Friday that gas tank is going to fill itself? This one needed to be elongated down, that one a little bit to, let's call it 7 o'clock. Worked fine. It now fits snugly onto the oil pump, and then if you take a Sportster filter, small Sportster filter, you can screw that on like this, and then that's what it looks like. And this just clears the transmission that you have here. You can just get this on and off without interference issues. But it does two things. It eliminates 2 of your oil lines. That's one, and it gives you a good mounting spot for the oil filter. If you run mid controls, it's not in the way. So that's nice, and your exhaust that comes out, that comes down here, you can just get it past here if you're not taking a different route. So if you take a look at our shovels, we've used them on those a lot. This is one of those brackets for a shovel, and it shows you that there was no interference with any of the other parts of the engine. So success. Well, another day has come to an end. Successful day, got all my stuff over to Luke, frame, tins, ready for paint. Another early up tomorrow because we can immediately pick up the frame again. Spent the rest of the day cleaning this engine, getting a filter mount on it. All in all, a successful day, and this beast is hopefully going into the frame this weekend. But now it's time to sign off.